Welcome everybody. So let's talk about Lisk. What is Lisk, and what are they seeking to do in the way forward for Lisk? Now, I'm not going to give you a price prediction. I don't like giving a price prediction for coins or any other project. I basically tell you what a project is, and then you are left there to make a decision. If telling you price, Lisk is going to be $500, it's going to be $1,000 by next year. It's my prediction may come true, or it may even exceed it. At the same time, it may not. So, giving prediction is not the way to go about it. I believe the way to go about it is to make people understand what a project is. Then when you understand it, you can make wise decisions. You don't make decisions because of someone predicted something that says it's going to be this. What gives you the audacity, the sure word of confidence that it's going to be so? So, okay, let's go to Lisk. Now, you have the internet, then you have blockchain. Now, the internet has been there for, I think, over 25 years now, and what seems to be an accidental discovery, and maybe the government wanting to sophisticate this technology and say, because it was actually discovered in the military, it's okay, let's use it for ourselves. They actually let it to the public, and the public is actually using it very well. And then you have the virtual reality and all this augmented reality, AR and VR, and where you have Oculus and the rest of them. So now these things we actually discovered in the military. They used it in the military school and many other stuffs. But with time, they said, let's not keep these things to ourselves. So they released it to the public, and from there the public developed and the public used and the rest of them. Now, the blockchain is here. And with the blockchain being here now, the blockchain in itself is not it's not very, very difficult to use, in the sense that, but for the average beginner, there are things you can just do, except you are very skilled in computer science to a certain level. So what Lisk is trying to do now, Lisk is trying to become the, I don't know if you've heard of this software, the Adobe Dreamweaver. You know, like Adobe, one of the features about Adobe tried to make a lot of applications or softwares that makes the tools that makes the use of maybe software very easy. So you see the web, Adobe, instead of coming and coding something like this, let's see the page source. Okay, let's see the page source for this. So not every person can actually write all these things and the rest of them, right? Not everybody can remember what is a dev class, and then talking about figures, images, and IDs. I know a little about web programming and the rest of that. So, and not everybody can actually do that. So you're not going to say, my grandmother or grandfather who wants to maybe code, make a website, and maybe he does not want to pay a large sum of money. You're not going to tell him to learn the code from scratch. Why not bring in things like you drag and drop? You drag this thing, put it here. You write this test, and okay, why not make it so and make it very easy for him, like he does with Microsoft Word and the rest of them? That is where Lisk is trying to come in. So Lisk is bringing a platform where, because you have to understand that currently the blockchain, there is no single university out there, or I think many of them are actually developing like Beats Degree. They are coming. If you've not heard of Beats Degree, Beats Degree is actually coming in to build a kind of system where you'll be able to teach people some things about the blockchain. So this thing is actually involving, and our school system, we are still working with the curriculum that was adopted maybe hundreds of years ago or 50 years ago, and which cannot meet the modern demand. So what is Lisk trying to do? Lisk is trying to build a system where you can build applications, decentralized applications for this for the current age. So you can see the technical age, what is Lisk, you can see everything, and the Lisk is written in node.js at the back end, then HTML5 and HTML and the SS3 on the front end. So this very easy. I know this a little bit. So then talk about the node.js. So it is very easy for someone to build, and not only that, the Lisk platform, they have a kind of virtual machine, and it's a system where you can actually, anybody can benefit from the platform, like as it is written here. The Lisk is the first decentralized application solution written entirely in Node.js. This opens up the ecosystem to thousands of current developers with no additional skills. Now, any web developer, meaning someone like me who knows a little of all these web developer programs, can now write or build decentralized applications from day one. With that, so it's like what Lisk is doing, I don't have to go and learn maybe Solidity or any program from the scratch. As far as I can build basic web applications and the rest of them, I can now go and write programs. Our core goal with Lisk was to create an entire plug and play system that would allow developers to do everything from design to development to publication and monetization, and from one platform. By utilizing the Lisk ecosystem, developers can quickly deploy their JavaScript applications to Lisk hosting and storage gaining listing in the Lisk the App Store, and have immediate access to Lisk compute nodes for execution of the code, or are being backed by integrity and security of the system. So you can become a master node in the system to help authorize and make sure transactions are actually going on fine in the system, and you get paid in the system. And then this Lisk uses a kind of DPoS, dedicated proof of stake, which BTS actually use. And one thing that makes this thing very easy is it's a system that is versatile. So you can access the Lisk system from your Android or your iOS, or from your Windows to your Mac and to your Linux system. So it makes it very easy to use. And then it has cheap network fees. Well, that is one of the flaws with many systems. For the beginning, they have cheap systems, but cheap transaction fees. But with the passage of time, you discover that the fees get increased, and the money, and it becomes very slow. So that is one of the things about Lisk. So are there competition to Lisk? Sure, there are competition to Lisk, but I'm not saying those competitions are going to beat up Lisk. So this is one of the competitors to Lisk.
Once a skyscraper is built, the architect's job is done. No one expects him to immediately design 4 more nearly identical buildings, one out of glass, one out of brick, one out of steel, and one out of concrete. When the final note of a violin sonata is written, the composer's work is finished. She is under no obligation to write the same piece again for piano, again for cello, again for clarinet, and again for flute. The same cannot be said of app developers. An app that was designed for desktop machines must then be redesigned again for mobile devices and again for HTML5. The amount of time app developers waste writing additional code for other platforms defies comprehension. Radjav is a general-purpose JavaScript programming language and a decentralized blockchain data center that makes life easier for app developers. It allows developers to rapidly create and deploy GUI, server applications, make blockchain transactions, and execute decentralized applications. With Radjav, app developers will only have to develop apps once and once only. With Rajab, the world of app development will never be the same again.
So you've seen it with Rajab. Now what Rajab is trying to do, why I like Rajab is, I'll bring you a video on Rajab, but let's talk about Rajab. Rajab is trying to bring you a system that you can create desktop applications on the go using the same code. Then a decentralized, a kind of form a decentralized database, 3D engine, where you can create the 3D videos on the go from multiple platforms. Then you have kind of serve as a server, create servers on the go. So this will allow developers to make, these are the things that Rajab will make, enable the developers to make desktop apps, mobile apps, web apps, desktop games, mobile games, web games, server apps, smart contracts, and D apps. So a lot of things they want to help developers to actually make. So could that be a competitor to Lisk? Well, maybe. And then there are other products like ArrowChain. Some people are saying this is the new Ethereum killer and the rest of them. Well, Lisk is very, very unique. Let's say the price of Lisk as of when I'm making this video. $25. This has actually done well since they did the ICO. So you can see Lisk. When they did the ICO, I think almost 2 years ago, it was around 8 cents, and this is the price now. So Lisk has actually done well, giving over almost 350 times return is really, really good. It's really good because one of the things about most people within the ecosystem is, I see one of the things with the blockchain space is greed. There are a few stocks out there that you hardly see stocks that gives you, like say, 10 times return in 1 year. Yeah, 10 times return in 1 year. Or let's just take it, maybe 20 times return in 1 year. But you have projects that gives you 10 times, even in months, 20 times, and people are not content. That is why I say to people, those who hardly had $1, such people, when you place them in a position and you where they have to handle money, they are pressurized to steal because they think, let me just get it. So Lisk is very, very good. If you've not gotten Lisk, maybe it's a good time to get, but do not get it until you read this white paper yourself. I just give you a summary, I give you the comparison and the rest of them. So I don't know if I've done a very good job on Lisk. If there is any question you have about Lisk, you can comment below. To have a good day.